So then guys, the new Apple Watch 10 or the Apple Watch X, whatever you want to call it, is going to have some big changes this year. And I want to discuss over all the leaks and rumors and everything like that, including the specs and also the release date and price too for the Apple Watch 10. So that's right guys, the Apple Watch 10 is almost here. I can't believe it. We've gone through a whole year since we've had the Apple Watch Series 9 and here we come to the Apple Watch 10. And it looks like we are going to get some big changes this year. And when I say big, well, the first thing we're going to talk about is a brand new design, well, a modified design, what's going to be a lot larger and it's going to give us a lot of new big benefits this time round, as you will see. As you can see right here, it looks like that the new Apple Watch 10 is going to have a far larger screen this time round. How much larger, you may ask? Well, it looks like the two sizes this time round are actually going to be 45mm and also 49mm. And just in case you wanted to know, the last generation Apple Watch, well, actually that had a 41 and a 45mm watch size. So this is definitely a big increase here. And also for all you people out there, if that 49mm does sound familiar, well, it does, because that's the same size as an Apple Watch Ultra. And the main reason probably Apple are doing this is all to do with battery life. At the end of the day, one of the big reasons why the Apple Watch Ultra sells so well is because it actually gives us, say, an extra sort of day or even half a day battery inside of it compared to the sort of normal Apple Watch Series 9 sort of models and the SE. And a lot of people opt for this because they just want that better battery life, but they don't really want all the Ultra kind of features. And I think Apple have learnt on this, and it looks like that this is what they're going to do this time round. We're going to get a bigger Apple Watch 10 or Apple Watch X with this new screen, what's going to be definitely larger this time, but I would say generally it's just going to be a bit more taller. It doesn't look like it's actually going to be kind of wider or anything like that. It's just going to be the actual length is going to be taller this time with this watch. So think of a bit like an Apple Watch being a bit more stretched out is what we're actually going to get. And also it does look like the Apple Watch is going to be slightly thicker too. And the great news, like I said, this means then a new battery can be added inside and we'll actually get a bit more of a better battery life. I don't think we're going to get anything like a 7-day battery life or anything like that to a lot of other kind of watches out there right now, but at least it's an increase in some sort of way, and Apple have recognised for this. But I think the best point of view about this, as you will see later on, is obviously the price will be less than the Apple Watch Ultra and you'll get that better battery life with it too. And with that new larger display looks like we're going to get a new OLED panel added too, and this is going to be even more efficient and potentially it could even be more brighter. At the moment the Series 9 gives us 2000 nits, and this might even go up to the likes of the Apple Watch Ultra 2 with 3000 nits this time round. We'll have to just wait and see, but the main thing is it's going to be more efficient and it's going to probably be even more sharper on your eye there to actually have a look at that display. So this is going to be absolutely incredible. And then moving over to health features, well, we've had a few leaks and rumours come in here. The sad news, I'm going to say it right now, it doesn't look like a glucose or kind of a diabetes kind of sensor is being added to the Apple Watch 10 this time round. And I've talked about this in previous videos of mine and the reasons why behind it. The good news is though, as you can see right here, it does look like Apple are working on it and they've got past the sort of the proof of concept for this to work, but we may have to wait at least another year or two before this is going to be added inside an Apple Watch. So if you're really looking to get an Apple Watch with this kind of sort of glucose or diabetes kind of sort of workflow or keeping an eye on it, you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer there. But the main thing though we are going to get is we're going to get a new blood pressure sensor being added, and we're also going to get other abilities to monitor your sleep a little bit more better than we have right now. And especially if we're getting that better battery life, at least then you'll be able to get a couple of nights where you'll be able to actually wear your watch and then also monitor your sleep at the same time and see what's going on. So this is definitely some positive news here. But apart from that, all the other kind of general kind of other sensors are going to still be added into the Apple Watch. It looks like the patents have been altered slightly, so there's not going to be any kind of hiccups there. You'll be able to get all your sensors back and everything like that. So that's going to be really good news too. But then for the actual release time for the Apple Watch 10, when's that going to be? Well, as we know already, the event, its glow time, is around the corner. In fact, it's this Monday when it's going to be happening on the 9th of September at 10 AM PST time. And this is where we're going to see the new Apple Watch finally announced to us. But the great thing I would also say with this is that those new watches will come out probably around about a week later, so we'll be able to get them then. And so this is probably going to be kind of the late kind of teens or the early sort of 20s when we'll be able to get our hands on the Apple Watch 10 model. So this is going to be really, really cool for that. One other cool thing that's going to be happening in September time, or specifically the end of September time, is the giveaway we're having on this channel for this. This here is an iPad Pro M4, and inside of this we've got 512 gigabytes of RAM, and this is the 13-inch model. And I'm going to be giving this away to one lucky subscriber at the end of September time. And all you have to do to enter into this giveaway, if you want to do that, is just put down in the comments below of what technology you're hoping to get in 2024, whether this be Apple related or not. And also at the same time, like I said, as this is going to one lucky subscriber, make sure if you haven't done so already to subscribe to this channel by hitting the subscribe button and also hitting that notification bell too. The other thing I just want to quickly say, guys, is that I'm also going to be bundling in one of these as well. This here is a Magic Keyboard. So I'm going to be giving away this Magic Keyboard along with the iPad Pro. So this is enough to get you guys started. So that's going to be really, really awesome to actually have that. The other thing though I just want to quickly say is that when it gets near the end of September time, I will be making a video giving you more details about the giveaway. There will be a little form to fill in too, but that's going to be the end of September time, so that's really exciting. And then we're going to do a live stream too to announce who the winner is. The last thing I want to talk about with this giveaway is sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there, people still impersonating me, telling you to WhatsApp, Telegram, you know, Instagram, pay with money for postage and things like this. Please don't pay for postage. I'll be paying for postage and taxes and things like that. So better still, guys, the best thing to do with these people is just ignore them, or better still, here on YouTube, do report them. So next of all, let's talk about the price of the new Apple Watch 10, and let's also go over the specs too, where I've got a spec sheet, and let's have a look. So as we've talked about already, the Apple Watch Series 10 is going to have definitely a larger display this time. It's going to be a 45mm and also a 49mm LTPO OLED screen this time, what you'll be able to choose from. It still will be a 326 ppi or pixels per inch, and we're looking to get around about a 2000 nits brightness, but we could potentially get a 3000 nits brightness with that new OLED. There's also still going to be 64 gigabytes of storage on the actual Apple Watch, and then we're also going to get that updated sort of S10 chipset or SoC inside of it. And then obviously with that we're going to get the U2 or the ultra wideband 2nd generation, Bluetooth 5.3 and 4G connectivity, and also probably Wi-Fi 6E inside of this. There's also going to be that blood pressure monitoring sensor that I talked about, all the other older kind of sensors that we've talked about too in previous generations of the Apple Watch, they're all going to be there. And then the actual design this time, we've been told it's going to be made out of aluminum or aluminium where I am here in the UK, and also potentially of a titanium body, very much similar to the Apple Watch Ultra. There's also going to be water resistance up to 50 meters, and then also we got dust resistance of IPE6X2. And then for the actual battery, as it's going to be a larger display this time, we're going to get an all-day battery up to say 36 hours this time, which is going to be incredible. Definitely for an Apple Watch. I know there's other devices out there that will give you a better Apple Watch or better kind of smartwatch batteries experience, but we're also going to be getting USB-C charging port end as well for that, like we have had for the last few years. And the prices this time for the 45mm will start at $459 US, and then the cellular version of that will be $559 US, and then for the 50-inch or the 49mm, this will be the 64GB. This will start $499 US, and the cellular will be $599 US. And with that, guys, that is the latest and greatest that we know about the Apple Watch Series 10 or the Series X, whatever you want to call it. Are you excited about it? Are you going to be getting one? Let me know in the comments below. And also as well, guys, it's time to wrap up this video. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. Also, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews, and comparisons too, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye-bye.